If you love traveling in flight, rail, and bus adventures, then Noel Philips might be one of your favorite YouTubers. His story is quite interesting. In this video, I'll tell you how Noel's love for aviation started at a young age, how he got into YouTube, and how the world's second longest flight made him a successful YouTuber. So, now let's start from the beginning. Noel Philip John was born on December 29, 1980 in Leicester, England, UK. He grew up there. In 1992, at 11, Noel participated in an exchange visit conducted by his school to visit a school in Moscow. At the time, he wasn't interested in going to Russia, but in flying on an airplane as he had never flown before. After imploring his parents to save up the money for the flight, he flew to Moscow on a brand-new BA 767 and fell in love with aviation. While flying, Noel visited the flight deck and interacted with the pilots, and upon landing in Moscow, he saw a variety of planes which cemented his love for aviation. Unfortunately, Noel wasn't able to fly again for 8 years as his parents weren't able to afford it. At the time, they weren't rich, weren't able to go on foreign holidays, and used to live on a council estate in Leicester, but he maintained his love for aviation by reading airplane magazines and books. Later, Noel started visiting Birmingham Airport, where he used to get excited on seeing less popular airlines like Turkmenistan Airlines and Uzbekistan Airways. Even though he had no idea of Turkmenistan and Uzbekistan, he wanted to fly and experience their airlines. Noel's content creation journey started with blogging at the Trip Reports forum of the airliners.net, where he used to share his trip reports with a lot of his flight photos, but in 2009, he observed youngsters YouTubing. So, Noel started his YouTube channel, In-Flight Video, on December 9, 2009, and later renamed his channel after himself. At the time, Noel wasn't serious about his channel. He wanted to use it just as a repository to store his videos to watch later. His IT job involved traveling, and he used to film his flights and publish them on his channel. One day, Noel logged into YouTube and saw that he gained a couple of thousand subscribers. This inspired him to continue working on his channel. Noel progressed to publishing trip reports around 2012. Later, he started publishing full-length flight videos, but as the content seemed repetitive, he reverted to publishing only trip reports on January 1, 2018. Over his holiday weekend in 2018, Noel flew direct from London to Perth in a Qantas Boeing 7879 Dreamliner. At the time, he was working in a full-time job, so he wanted to quickly return to London after landing in Australia to not miss his work. So, he flew to Auckland in order to fly from Auckland to Doha on a Qatar Airways Boeing 777-200LR. At the time, this was the world's second longest flight. The flight was around 18 hours. Noel published the video, 71 Hours in Economy, flying on the world's longest flights back-to-back, on May 4, 2018. This video became viral and launched his channel. A year later, in March 2019, at 38, Noel quit his high-paying IT consultant job and became a full-time YouTuber. Currently, he has 589K subscribers on his channel and earns from ads, sponsorships, membership, merchandise, and affiliate marketing. He also accepts donations on Patreon. Noel films with his DJI Action 4 and iPhone 15 Pro Max and has a team helping him out with his channel. He owns IFE Media Limited in the UK and an LLC in the US for managing his video content business. Noel pays for his flights most of the time because he believes that accepting free flights from airlines incapacitates his ability to provide honest reviews, and thanks to miles and upgrades, he gets business class tickets at affordable prices. Noel lived near a railway line and used to watch trains pass by constantly and got desensitized towards them, but once he got fascinated by sleeper trains and traveled in a Caledonian sleeper train. He loved the train travel, and his YouTube audience also loved watching it, so he started traveling in trains more frequently. Noel also travels by buses and cruises. He got his private pilot license in 2002, but wasn't able to fly for 20 years as he could not afford it. This changed during the COVID-19, as he regained his license and started flying. Noel is an instrument-rated pilot and shares his hobby of flying aircraft on his second channel, Fly with Noel Philips. Now let's take a brief look at his early career. Noel worked as a research officer at Offsoft in Rugby, England, from 2000 to 2002, and his job involved traveling to airports, inquiring various airlines about their fleet, and plane spotting, which he adored. This job also involved logging every detail of his flights and also included photographing and writing notes. Then, Noel worked as a technical support engineer for Zybrant, pre-post sales technical engineer for Aero ECS United Kingdom, senior ICT infrastructure and systems engineer for East Midlands Ambulance Service, systems administrator analyst at Source Bioscience, technical consultant systems architect for Stoneseed Limited and security consultant for Exclusive Networks Limited UK. Then, as we all know, Noel became a full-time YouTuber. This popular YouTuber is a traveler, trip reporter, and a private pilot. Now let's take a brief look at his personal life. Noel is married to Rachel, and this couple has a son, Sam, and a daughter, Anna. Rachel helps him in his business. Noel's mother helps him with the transportation of his merchandise and deals with his Patreons. His father supervises his finances. In 2022, Noel, along with his family, moved from Mansfield, England to Houston, Texas, U.S. Now enjoy a few tidbits about him. Noel loves flying in Emirates A380 first class, and his favorite fighter jet is Rockwell B-1 Lancer. He is friends with Josh Cahill, a popular aviation YouTuber. They also did a few collaboration videos. Nepal is Noel's favorite country, and thanks to his love for IT, he loves coding and building web applications. So, how are you inspired by Noel Philips' story? Please comment below. If you're into reading, I've also written his story on my website, which I'm linking in this video's description. For more success stories of your favorite YouTubers, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.